Hello everyone, my name is Antonio Silvertooth and I am going to show you how to properly set up a virtual machine on your desktop computer or laptop. Two things that you need that will be very important for this process will be uh, the Oracle VM VirtualBox program and an ISO of Ubuntu, which is going to be the OS that we're going to use to make the virtual machine. Now, you can get the Oracle VM VirtualBox program from www.virtualbox.org, and you can get Ubuntu from their website, ubuntu.com. Now, first thing we're going to do is open up the Oracle VM, which I already have opened up, and we're going to click on New. Let me But before we do that, let me maximize this. So we're going to click on new. Now you can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to put my first name, and the type, it is going to be Linux, because that is the type of OS that Ubuntu uses. We're going to go with 64-bit because that is the version that I downloaded. Um, the difference between the 64 and the 32-bit, the 32-bit is for computers that have less than 2 gigs of RAM, which is needed to create the virtual machine. Now, my laptop, it has more than 2 gigs of RAM, so I'm going to go with the 64-bit. So we click next, and memory size, I'm going to just leave everything kind of at the default state. I don't want to change anything, just for the sake of this demonstration. So I'm just going to go through next. Um, you want to create a virtual hard disk now. So create. You want to keep it on VirtualBox disk image. Dynamically allocated. You want to keep it on that. And as far as file location and size, please type the name of the new virtual hard disk file into the box below. So we're going to keep it my name, and we're going to keep it at 8 gigs for this particular demonstration. So I'm going to create. Now, what you want to do is you want to go to storage, and the controller IDE is going to be empty. Now, what you want to do is, because we're using an ISO, excuse me, because we're using an ISO, which is basically a mirror image of a disc, we're going to click live CD and DVD. That's very important that you click that. Now, you want to go to this disc shaped icon here, so we can choose the optical disc where it's going to pick up the OS from. So you click that. Then you want to choose virtual optical disk drive, which is going to take you to your various folders within your local disk. So I have the ISO in my documents. So I'm going to click on the ISO, open. Alright, then I'm going to hit OK, because as you can see from the information, it has the file location of where the ISO is, which is perfect. So I'm going to click OK. So that's saved. Now, another thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your network is on NAT. So I just wanted to make sure I checked that before I started. Now we are going to power on the virtual machine. And I'm going to maximize this so you get a good look. And as you can see, Ubuntu is getting ready to boot up. It may take a few minutes here. Okay, Bluetooth's loading up. So that means that everything is working smoothly so far. Okay, I'm going to click out of these info boxes right here. But yeah, the key the key to making this work is definitely hitting that live CD and DVD checkbox and having your ISO for whatever operating system you use in a place where you can find it. It's very important that you keep all of those things together, because if you don't check that box and if you don't have the ISO, then the virtual machine won't run an OS. So we're going to install Ubuntu, and what's neat about Ubuntu specifically is that as you're getting ready to install this OS on your computer, it lets you know what you need in order to make sure that you get the most out of the operating system, which have at least 6.6 gigs available in drive space and is connected to the internet. So we're going to hit continue because I have all of that already. This computer currently has no detected operating systems. What would you like to do? Right now it is erase disk and install Ubuntu. Right now, because this is on a virtual machine, there's really nothing on the disk, so it's not going to really erase anything off of the computer. So you just want to install now, continue, okay, then it's going to ask you for your location. I'm in Chicago, so I'm just going to hit continue. And it's going to ask you the keyboard layout, making sure that you have the right language for the keyboard. And then continue once again. Okay, who are you? So I'm going to type in my information. Put in my full name this time. Pass. They want you to have a password to make sure that it's safe and secure. So I'm just going to type in something really quick. Password's fair. Okay. Then continue. And right now it's copying all of the files. It's making sure that the OS is properly running. It's making sure that the OS is I'm sorry, not running, but probably being installed into the system. So it should take a couple minutes, roughly 10 to 15. And basically this is it. So we need to restart the virtual machine so that all of the changes can be made effectively. So it'll get us a moment to restart itself. And then after that, the OS should be up and running. Hit enter. Okay, Ubuntu's loading up again. Alright, we're gonna put in that password. And there you go. You have yourself an operating system within an operating system. And basically, the whole purpose of a virtual machine is to test out different programs and different operating systems to see if they will run properly on your machine, or if they don't run properly, what you would need to calibrate your machine to make sure they run properly. And this has been my demonstration for creating and setting up a virtual machine on your laptop and or desktop. My name is Antonio Silvertooth, and I hope that this has been a very helpful guide for you. And until next time.